Hey everybody, and welcome back to the STN 12 Days of Christmas Films. This is day number 7 with the 1965 Christmas special, A Charlie Brown Christmas. Now this is the kind of film that always ended up on TV, but we never quite knew how it got there. It was just somewhat of a fixture of the holiday season, and it wasn't until I got older that I actually made the decision to seek this out. In 1965, this film did a handful of things that had never ever been done before. The first one was, when Bill Melendez directed this film, he didn't want a laugh track. And so, when this film was aired, unlike many of the children's specials of the time, there was not a single laugh track put into this, so all the jokes landed as they may, which actually, I think, increases the longevity of this film. The second thing was that all the child parts were done by children. Some were so young they couldn't even read. Specifically the character of Sally. She had to be fed lines one at a time, and then it was reconstructed in an editor. And maybe the last and the most controversial thing about A Charlie Brown Christmas was it scared television producers. It terrified them, because one of the things about Charlie Brown Christmas is the incredibly strong religious themes that go along with the story. In fact, Charlie Brown, for the extent of the film, is in an existential funk. And by all rights, Charlie Brown is actually clinically depressed. He seeks out medical attention with Lucy in her psychiatric booth. And Charlie Brown spends the entire time feeling like he's inadequate and doesn't understand his place in life. And then his best friend Linus steps in and quotes scripture. Now, regardless of whether or not you do believe in any of the things that are associated with the message that Linus presents, you have to give them credit for standing behind what they believe and doing something controversial, even though it may not have been popular. One of the things that I would like you to discuss as you watch A Charlie Brown Christmas is the character of Charlie Brown. How does he represent some of the much bigger ideas that are surrounding what we have to deal with every day in society? One of the selling points of Peanuts always was that Charlie Brown was able to tackle these big, strong concepts that are facing adults, but do it in a way that felt comfortable and palatable. Charlie Brown, again, was dealing with some very strong emotional trouble, and he was demonstrating the warning signs of somebody that really was seeking out and trying to find meaning and purpose in their life. How is that dealt with in Charlie Brown Christmas? And who are the people that step in and take care of Charlie Brown? And what does that tell us about our responsibility toward each other? So I hope you enjoy this film if you've never seen it, and if you have seen it, I hope you, like I do, enjoy repeating our experiences with this film year after year. This is A Charlie Brown Christmas.